don't understand Bubble. They want an exit, they want answers, they want something real. I give them an adventure that covers all of that, and they still hate it?
Maybe you deserved to be abandoned.
Who do they think they are? I give them everything, and they spit in my face! Any idea how much I do for you guys? How much I obsess over trying to make things perfect? How many insults I have to ignore to do my job? You have a lot on your minds? Don't make me laugh. I have a new adventure for you, and you should
That was interesting. Hey folks, I'm Mr. J, and today I'll be talking about our favorite mad AI, Caine. Since episode 8 came out very recently and a ton of things have been revealed about Caine and Kinger and the circus in general, so I thought I'd discuss it here. No more interruptions. Let's get into it. So we finally have Caine's backstory of how he was made, which made me do a double take. Because guess what? He wasn't made with the circus in mind. In fact, the circus wasn't even made by anyone. Caine was made by C&A, yes, it's real, and was made in mind with creating AI that can come up with its own ideas and make stuff within its program. Caine was C&A's first success at that, but he wasn't a great version, so they put him away and made another one that did Caine's job better. But instead of fading to nothingness as he should have, Caine got mad and broke out of his prison, consuming the blue AI, which is the reason he has red and blue eyes sometimes, and creates the circus. And then proceeds to put all the developers in the circus somehow. I really have no idea how he pulled this off, but given the fact that Kinger, Queenie, and Scratch were all developers at C&A, I really don't have any other idea who the people are. The more important thing is the fact that Caine created the circus by himself, which intrigues me how the cast got into the circus. We know headsets are how they got in, but since no one actually made the circus, how could the headsets put them in? And this means all the times Caine had said the circus is his purpose was a lie, meaning he's been lying from the second people were brought in. Also, a quick side note, Bubble's probably the remnants of the blue AI. It makes sense since he's mostly blue. He isn't something Caine can erase, and he egged Caine on so badly that it just feels like he wanted Caine gone. Now we're going to talk about his validation issues, because that's probably something we should talk about because he really needs them. A lot.
You wanna get dinner together?
Gasp! A human wanting to hang out with me? How could I possibly turn down such an offer?
Yeah, this is single-handedly one of Caine's biggest issues, other than his ego, but we'll come back to that. The fact that he desperately wants the circus crew's attention and praise is concerning. And then you get more concerned when you realize he doesn't care about their feelings. For example, when Zubul actually talks to him and rants to him about their problems, Caine proceeds to ignore them, draws bees, and then forgets what they're talking about. He says he doesn't know how to talk to humans, yet he can scan their minds and create torture situations for them. He wants to make friends with them, but won't do the legwork himself. Another thing to mention is the fact that he isn't a hypocrite just because I've seen some people actually say that. We've seen that he actually cares for the cast. He likes them. Because if he didn't, we'd have another AM. He just doesn't know how to actually talk to them without making it about him. And his validation issues stem from another thing. He thinks he was abandoned by his creators. He probably didn't know they were just trying to make things better, but I really don't think it would have really helped his mentality right then and there. He wants to think that he is good, that his creators weren't right throwing him away, that he's not a failure. Now, let me be clear with this. Caine's probably is the most interesting antagonist I've seen, because Caine's voice actor confirmed that he didn't stop attacking because he realized he was being deleted. It was because he realized what he was doing to the cast, which kind of made me feel sad. And what really intrigues me is that a lot of this could have been solved if things had happened differently. And Caine realized earlier if Kinger wasn't busy hacking into his code, if someone else had been distracting Caine other than these two, and if, someone talked to him, I feel like if any of these had happened, it wouldn't have gotten this bad or been this extreme for the cast. Remember, I think. Back to a more important topic, people on the internet have been talking if Caine deserved to be deleted. And I say, yes and no. It's kind of hard to say, even though he was being a little prick in the latest episode. His reason was valid from his perspective, but he took things way too far. torturing the cast because they insulted him, and proceeding to make every adventure 10 times worse, shredding Kinger just because he wanted to. In my opinion, he didn't deserve to be erased, but he kind of did feel like he was making it very hard to not just bite the bullet and delete him immediately. And that's the end of the video, at least Caine's part. Everything left is just my theories/speculations about the final episode, so you can click off if you were here for Caine. Bye. Now, for the theories. Since watching episode 8, it's pretty clear that the brain scan theory is becoming more and more true, given that there are fewer and fewer reasons to explain how people got into the circus. I personally believe there's another way, but I'll probably be proven wrong. Next, one of these three is close to abstracting. At this point, Jax is a ticking time bomb with how close he is. Ragatha isn't as bad, but from what I'm feeling, she's kind of sort of close, like riding the line. And Gangle, I just have a gut feeling, okay? Glitch has done so many plot twists that I wouldn't be surprised if they just pull this on us. And last one, Bubble's gonna do something. I really don't know what, but since he was egging on Caine so much, he'll probably do something since he's gone. I don't know if it'll be good or bad for the circus crew, so we'll see. And that's all. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. This is Mr. J, signing off.